take a giant step to cement American dominance of global finance and crypto technology as we signed the landmark Genius Act.
In a groundbreaking moment for the cryptocurrency industry, President Donald Trump has signed into law a sweeping piece of legislation aimed at putting the United States at the center of the global cryptocurrency market.
Congratulations to everybody. This is a big deal.
The Genius Act, short for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins. This is the first federal law regulating stablecoins in the country. Supporters call it a genius move. Critics say it could give America too much control over a decentralized technology. But what exactly is this new law? What does it change in the US? And why does it matter right now? Let's break it down. To begin with, the law sets up a federal regulatory framework for stablecoins, digital tokens designed to hold a stable value by being backed with real assets like the US dollar. Under the Genius Act, stablecoins must be fully backed by real money or safe assets. Secondly, the issuers must make monthly public disclosures of reserves. Third, companies cannot lie about being government approved and must follow clear rules on how they advertise. And finally, if a stablecoin company collapses, users get first dibs on the money behind the coins. Speaking at the White House signing ceremony, President Trump called it the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the Internet.
Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after I really met you for the first time? The Genius Act provides banks, businesses, and financial institutions a framework for issuing crypto assets backed one-for-one with real U.S. dollars, treasury bills, and other cash equivalents. It's really strengthening the dollar and giving the dollar great prominence.
In a White House fact sheet released shortly after the signing, the administration framed the law as a major step towards protecting consumers, maintaining the US dollar's global dominance, and strengthening national security. The Genius Act has already had a massive impact on markets. The cryptocurrency market responded with explosive enthusiasm to the legislative developments during the whole week. The crypto sector's market valuation hit $4 trillion. A wave of renewed optimism, regulatory clarity in key markets, and rising institutional flows catapulted the sector to a new valuation peak.
It is very positive. Clarity is important. Crypto does not want to continue to live in a place where it feels very gray, it feels very scammy, and it feels like it's unregulated. Bringing regulatory clarity is important as long as it doesn't stifle innovation.
In the week from the 14th of July to the 18th, Bitcoin shattered psychological barriers, surging past $120,000 for the first time in history on the 14th of July, reaching an all-time high of over $123,000, before settling around $121,000. Reports suggest that Bitcoin touched a market capitalization of $2.3 trillion that day, positioning the cryptocurrency as the fifth most valuable asset class globally, even surpassing Amazon's valuation. Meanwhile, Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, experienced its own remarkable rally, climbed past $3,000 to reach a 5-month high. In short, the passing of this act has given investors more confidence than ever before. But what is more interesting is how President Trump has made a U-turn on his views on cryptocurrency. In 2019, Donald Trump called Bitcoin a scam. But by last year, he had rebranded himself as the crypto president, pledging to make America the crypto capital of the world.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. It's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say, it's going to the moon, I want America to be the nation that leads the way. And that's what's going to happen. It's a big deal.
Earlier this year, he launched his own meme coin. His administration has also established a presidential working group on digital asset markets and appointed crypto-friendly regulators. Besides, the Trump administration's approach marks a stark departure from the Biden presidency, which was characterized by aggressive enforcement actions against cryptocurrency firms. Reports suggest the US government currently holds nearly 200,000 Bitcoin, primarily seized through federal investigations. But some critics have raised eyebrows, pointing to a stablecoin project called USD1, backed by the Trump family and likely to benefit from this law. So what happens next? The Genius Act now heads to implementation. Federal agencies have 180 days to finalize rules and licensing procedures for stablecoin issuers. Banks, tech firms, and even foreign players are watching closely. Could open the door for giants like PayPal, Apple, or JP Morgan to enter the stablecoin space legally. The law may also put pressure on Europe and Asia, forcing them to speed up their own digital asset regulations.
The rest of the world has been waiting for the US to bring more clarity to crypto assets, including stablecoin, right? And we all know that during the last administration, there were a lot of objections towards digital assets in general. So a lot of the frameworks were essentially stuck at both the Senate as well as the House. So this time, with the new presidency, the new renewed direction in terms of crypto assets, it brought.
So, as digital currencies gain structure and scale, the US law could shape how governments worldwide approach crypto policy. For investors and regulators, the next phase is not about speculation, but stability. And while the market responds in real time, it's the rulebook that may now hold the most value.